Donnie, and my channel is Diamond Painting by Donnie, and this is the Christmas dpathon you are watching. And I really haven't done a drill with me in a very long time, mainly because I really don't know what to talk about. I've gotten into this where I just don't know what to say. Crazy, I know. But I'm going to do my best to fill this hour with just me yammering and diamond painting. I thought maybe I'd talk about some of my best Christmas moments. But for the time being, I'll just tell you a little bit about what's going on. And this diamond painting is one where you put batteries in and it lights up. There's certain areas like right here and these windows that are not drilled, so they're left with sticky, but I sealed them with some oh, what do I use? I can't even remember. I pour it in a little bowl, and when I need to use it, I just put it in this little Dollar Tree bowl, and then I take one of my brushes and I brush it over it. See, these ones aren't sticky, but this one here is, because I haven't done it yet. But I got this from ZBFG. Oh, I can't remember the name of the company, but I have a video where I unboxed it, and I can link that up here in the eye if you want to take a look. But yeah, I've been working on this forever. I started it like this summer, I think, thinking, oh, it'll be done plenty of time for Christmas, but I only work on it when I'm in here editing videos. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I haven't had a lot of videos that I've posted lately because I've been going through some stuff. But I sectioned it off into 8 sections, and I have 5 of them done. I only have the 3 left. So we are going to work on it together here. It's got, you know, the plastic sticks to it nice enough, but sometimes the drills don't stick to it very well. Since I can't use a cover minder on this because it's pre-framed, I just have a square of wax that came in one of the kits that I'm putting here to hold back the plastic just while I'm using it. But see, as you can see, it's pre-framed. You put batteries in it and it'll light up. It looks really good. For the parts I've done, I mean, it's really hard to tell what's done and what's not unless you look up closer, and you can see the symbols on the section that's not done, and all the, well, they shine when you get it at the right angle. The shiny drills in that section. Alright, so I'm going to zoom in so you can actually see the drilling area as I'm doing it. So I'm working on this square right here, and I'm going to actually turn it so I can get to it easier. So I kind of have it leaned up on my something up there. Anyway, how is everyone doing? I know this is a premiere, so that means I will be chatting with you as this video is playing. So I got something special in the mail today from my good friend Jennifer Roberts of DP Adventure Addictions? DP Addiction Adventures on YouTube. She sent me this wonderful circle scarf with a beautiful card that she sent with it. My birthday was November 1st, but she handmade it, so it took a little while to get it finished and to be sent to me. And I really do enjoy handmade gifts. It means a lot to me when it's handmade because it shows somebody put their love and thought into what they were doing. And I know a lot of people just scoff at handmade gifts. I know a lot of us here in the crafting community don't, because we make handmade stuff. But, you know, there's people in families that just, you know, don't appreciate it for what they are. And especially kids, they don't so much appreciate handmade stuff like we do. I love getting handmade things from my kids and just from anyone basically, but I have ornaments on my tree that my kids have made throughout the years that are, you know, super old. I even have handmade ornaments that I made for my parents that obviously got kicked back to me later, because if not, they would have probably ended up tossed or something, I don't know. But as parents get older, they tend to, you know, destash, declutter, and they give you back things that you gave to them. And so that's basically how I ended up with my ornaments that I made. So yeah, here's a picture of the circle scarf that she made me. And I am actually wearing it right now. Let's see, right there. It's actually keeping me nice and toasty. My arm, my neck, my of course my feet and fingers are freezing. I'm having really bad, I don't know if it's carpal tunnel, that's why I'm wearing my wrist brace. I can't do much. I can't grip, pinch at all. It is excruciating pain when I do, so I'm having to wear the wrist brace constantly. And let's see, that's what's going on with that. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you'll see that I'm wearing it. It's so unattractive, but maybe I can bling it up or something, but I'd be afraid they'd fall off when I'm in bed. Let's see. Of course, this is premiering on Christmas Eve, so I'm recording this on December 10th. And that being said, Tesslynn's birthday party, her 8th birthday party, is tomorrow. So it's basically just family coming, and you know, we just have a small group of family that we got together on Thanksgiving, and it's just the people that live locally that are going to be coming, and it's just very intimate. It's not too large to where the governor says, you know, you can't get a group of more than 10 people together or whatever because of COVID, but you know, I celebrate Tesslynn's life as much as I can because she is the miracle that she is, and I'm going to celebrate her and appreciate that she's in my life, because, you know, when she was born 16 weeks early, we weren't sure she was going to live, and she did, and she's thriving, and she is a wonderful, beautiful, smart second grader now. She will be 8 on the 16th, and because her birthday is 9 days before Christmas, we have done this since she was her 3rd birthday. We started taking her to Toys R Us, and they had this birthday club where you could where they would put a crown on your head. They would make an announcement over the speaker about her celebrating her birthday, and they'd give her a balloon and a little you'd get a coupon for like $5 off your purchase of, you know, $20 or more or something like that. And so that was a tradition we would do on her birthday. We would let her go, you know, spend like $50. And since Toys R Us is gone now, I'm not sure, I don't remember if it's global that Toys R Us is gone, but I know it's gone here. We no longer have one, so we go to Walmart now because that's the store she's chosen. And she gets to pick something out, and that's mainly because, you know, Walmart has the biggest variety of toys to choose from. And since her birthday is 9 days before Christmas, that's one reason we do that, because it's special, unique for her to do for her birthday, because her birthday is so close to Christmas, and she ends up getting forgotten about, or her birthday doesn't get as much attention, by family members that would normally send a birthday present or a birthday card. Because it's so close to Christmas, they just send something for Christmas. So we try and make up for that by, making a day of it, making her special day, and doing that for her. And then we go out to dinner where she wants to go. And of course, Olive Garden is her favorite place to go for dinner. So I guess we'll be going to Olive Garden that day, but it is a school night. So we're going to have to figure out how early to go. Have to have an early dinner. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to be actually eating in the restaurant. I think the restaurants are still closed right now. So they do have curbside pickup. We'll order the meal, pick it up, and bring it home. And she'll be able to use whatever new toy she picked out for a while, and then go to bed, get ready for school. Even though they're doing in-home schooling, well, it's, virtual school, we still stick with her schedule of going to bed and getting up like any regular school day. And she tends to be extremely cranky and unmanageable if she doesn't get 12 hours of sleep. She still needs 12 hours of sleep. So she is in bed by 7 p.m. and we get her up at 7, even though schooling doesn't start till 8. That gives her the chance to eat breakfast, get dressed, brush her hair, brush her teeth, get her computer set up, which they loaned out Chromebooks for the distance learning thing. So she has her own little space to do her work and her own little computer, and she's learning a whole lot of computer stuff by doing this. What a way to force your kid to learn so early is by making them do school from the computer. Yeah, and then Christmas break will be coming up soon. She just had Monday and Tuesday off of this week for grading, I guess. And let's see, the week before she had a full week of school, and then the week before that she had a 4-day weekend. Or maybe it was just the weekend before, I don't know. No, she had a 4-day weekend because of Thanksgiving. And then on Monday she went back to school, and they went to school for the 5 days. And then she had another 4-day weekend because of grading, and she had Monday and Tuesday off. So she's had a lot of days off, and that's just the school calendar. Then she has her Christmas break coming up soon. And I'm sorry if I talk about my daughter a lot, but like I said, she is my life, and because it is so close to her birthday. And I mean, I've got a lot going on, thinking about, because of her party tomorrow. I bought all these decorations like 3 months ago. I got them on AliExpress, and that's just because it's so much cheaper. But the same decorations were available on Amazon for quite a bit more, and because I ordered them so early, I was lucky enough to be able to receive them in time, in plenty of time. We picked up the Helium, the bottle of Helium, because I guess you can buy these tanks of Helium, and they come in these big metal containers like you would get propane gas for your barbecue or in. And I don't understand because there's no kind of, they don't have any kind of recycling system for them, which I don't understand because that is a lot of metal that could just end up in the landfill. And I would think that they would have something, because they do with the propane, where you pay less if you keep bringing back your empty one and then exchange it for one of the full ones, because they can get like really expensive, like $50 if you don't have the bottle. But anyway, we did that, and I have a bunch of balloons. And did I tell you it was unicorn themed? Yeah, she is pretty much into unicorns right now, and she has a beautiful unicorn dress. She wore it actually on Halloween as her Halloween costume. And then we have a cupcake tier thing. I've never done that before. It's always been a cake. So we ordered cupcakes, and this kit I ordered has these things that wrap around the cupcake cup part that has unicorn design on it, and all sorts of tablecloth decorations, and it'll be fun for her. And so it'll be my dad and my my brother and my stepbrother, and then his wife and daughter. So that's Tesslynn's cousin. That's kind of close to her age. I mean, she's 5. She'll be 5, and they get along well. I mean, she's the same age as my grandson Braden, and he'll be here too. So I think those are the only kids that'll be here this year. And then and then my daughter, my oldest daughter. I don't know if my second daughter will be here because she tends to distance herself right now from the family. So that's about it. That's the only people that will be here. My nephews, sorry. My brother has 3 boys, but they're older. They're, in middle school and high school age. But that's it. So it's not going to be a major ordeal. It's probably going to be more than 10 people, but don't turn me in. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying. Somebody sent me some wax to try, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm not sure if it needs to just be refilled to try to keep it going, but I'm just having a little hard time picking them up. Might also be this tip because it's one of the brass tips and it's bent out of shape when I went to pull out the wax that was in it. Yeah, I'm not sure what other people are talking about in their premiere, but I know some people were doing the Chubby Bunny challenge, but I'm not showing my face in this video, so that would kind of make it pointless. Yeah, I'm not going to have a bunch of laughs, but I just thought something nice and serene to do, and actually get some of this diamond painting knocked out, because I'm having a hard time getting diamond paintings finished, mainly because my wrist and my sleep is messed up, because I really need to have my CPAP adjusted, or something needs to be figured for it so that I'm actually feeling rested after I use it, because I actually feel more rested when I'm not using it, but I need to use it because of what can happen. There's something back there that got... Oh, how'd that get there? That's weird. But yeah, it's important to use a CPAP when you have sleep apnea, because, you could die in your sleep. You don't want that. So I definitely need to get into that doctor. I have an appointment for my wrist, but I couldn't get an appointment until the end of December. Mainly because I need to be there I need an afternoon appointment because Tesslynn's in school in the morning. And so it limited when I could have my appointment, when I could get in. But I'll survive. Yeah. And so let me see if I can tell you some of my more recent, some Christmas memories. I mean, when I mention Christmas memories, it's not a huge memory or I don't know why it was memorable, but it was the year that my little sister, she's about 9 years younger than me, she wanted a Cabbage Patch corn silk hair doll like mine. I had one, and when she got older, and she was like 4 at the time, and she wanted this doll. My mom couldn't afford it, but you know, I was working, I had a job, and those things were expensive. It was like $50 or something like that. I actually saved up and bought one for her for Christmas. And I remember myself sitting in front of the Christmas tree. I played Santa by handing out the gifts in front of the tree. At that time, it was me and my 3 siblings and my mom. And I just remember sitting in front of the tree. I do know that was the year I gave her that. We didn't have a lot of Christmas. We didn't have a lot of presents, but that was very special to her. And her and my younger brother Joe, they're only 18 months apart, and me and my brother Chris are 20 months apart, but there's 6 years between Chris and Joe. So we basically grew up in 2 separate, 2 different not really generations, but we didn't do much with our younger siblings because they were that much younger than us. I was in high school and she was 4 years old. So, there's the big gap there in school age at least. And so they, Joe and Sarah were close, but they also fought a lot. And me and Chris, we were close as well, but we also had our major fights too. That were pretty bad. Speaking of, there was one Thanksgiving, my mom was really laid up because she has rheumatoid arthritis, and my mom and dad were separated. My dad came over, he was going to cook the dinner. I don't know, he must have had to run to the store or something, I don't know, but it was just me and Chris alone, and we got into a fight of some sort, and he chased me around the house with the turkey neck, the gizzards, and I remember I was screaming my head off, and he put it down my shirt, the back of my shirt. Oh my gosh, I remember that so much. Yeah, so what I did was I think I punched him on his back and ran and locked myself in the door because I knew he would hurt me. And he did. As he got older, he got bigger, stronger than me, and I was not able to basically defend myself, so I had to hit and run. But yeah, that's not a Christmas memory, but it's a holiday memory. But anyway, with my sister's Cabbage Patch Kid that I got her, a few years later, Joe and her, of course, would get into their big fights, and she made him mad for something, and he turned around in and she wasn't around or something, and took a pair of scissors and cut the Cabbage Patch Kid in half. So the body is cloth, and he just took a pair of scissors and just snipped her in half. And she was so upset. Oh my gosh, she was upset. You can imagine. I mean, this doll she had been wanting for so long. She got it, and she knew how hard I worked for it, and he went and cut it in half. I think I sewed it back together for her, but that memory will always be remembered because how traumatic it was. Yeah. But, let's see, any other Christmas memory? Oh, yes. There is one when, this is one of my oldest memories that I even have because of what happened. But, I had to be like 4, and it really stuns me that I can remember something back that far. We're talking 40, 45 years, 44 years ago. Yeah. And we lived in this apartment with my parents and my mom and dad and me and my brother. And it was a 2-story building, and bedrooms were upstairs, obviously. And when you come down the stairs, at the bottom of the stairs, if you turn right, it would go into the living room. If you turn left, it went to the kitchen. And it was Christmas Eve. I came down the stairs because I think I wanted to see if Santa had come. And, let's see, I heard my parents. They were in the kitchen. They were talking. And I looked under the tree, and I saw presents, so I figured Santa had come. And there was these wooden puzzles under the tree. So I picked it up and I started doing the puzzle, just the basic kids puzzles, the ones for learning and for kids my age. And I couldn't figure out how one of the pieces went in, so I picked the puzzle up and I went into the kitchen and asked my parents if they could help me find where the puzzle piece went. Oh man. Oh, did I get in trouble? I got in trouble for getting up and getting in under the tree. I mean, I can understand how my parents would be upset, but it didn't ruin the illusion or anything. But it, they weren't able to see my surprise or my happiness when I saw what was under the tree because I had already gotten up and looked. Yeah. And that brings me to why I understand how they feel, because when I was a single mom, my kids were about that same age. Let's see, Stephanie was 2 and Ayla was 4. I had been buying presents a little bit at a time throughout the year as I could, because I was working full-time by myself and raising 2 girls. So when I got my little tree up, it was a fake tree that I had. I had wrapped some of the presents and put them under the tree, and the girls, I guess, got up early on Sunday morning because I worked 6 days a week. It had to have been Sunday morning. I got up and I came out and they had opened all the presents that I had put under the tree. I was so upset. I cried. I bawled my eyes out. I was so upset because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get them anything else for Christmas that year, and they had already opened everything. And one of the things that they opened was a tin of peanut brittle that I got from my mom because it was one of her favorite things. One of her favorite things to have. That and cashews. It was either cashews or peanut butter. It might have been the cashews because those were really expensive. And they were eating them. They ate some of them. So, you know, could you imagine how I felt? I was so upset. And yeah, emotional. That's me. So they, I ended up, you know, learning my lesson to not put any presents under the tree before Christmas when they were that young again. And I need to grab some more drills to add to my tree. So, yeah, I didn't, for the next few years, I didn't put the presents under the tree until they were old enough to know that, you know, you don't open Christmas presents until Christmas morning. And so, yeah, even I still learned lessons as I'm still learning lessons. I'm 48 now, and I can still say that you can teach an old dog new tricks. But I was only 24 with 2 kids, you know, doing the best I could. Yeah. And let's see. Can't think of any other Christmases that that really bring out any kind of memory for me. I'm gonna get a multi-placer here. Where are my multi-placers? Here we go. We'll use this one. Let's see. I don't know. I used to be able to just do a whip and, you know, drill with me and just talk and not run out of things to say. But now it's like, well, it's probably because I'm trying to focus on a certain topic, and it's just having a hard time doing that because it's making me think of a specific, you know, I've only had 40, I don't even know how old I am anymore, 47 Christmases. Now, of course, I'm not going to remember the first few, but yeah, 47 is a lot. Now it makes me feel how old I am. I am old. Falling apart. My body is betraying me. The deadline for this video is tonight, and I'm actually already tired, but I didn't have the opportunity to do this video until Tesslynn went to bed, and I still need to be able to edit it, and it's going to be an hour long, so I actually started editing my videos at 1.75 speed so that I could do it faster, because I would actually watch the entire thing at normal speed, and of course that would double my time on how long it took me to get a video done, because, you know, you film it and then you record it. Well, you film it and then you watch it again to edit it, you know. And I really don't have editing to do per se. Most of the time I just do my editing to insert pictures, or if I had to pause, or if there was something I had to transition. And I like to add those transitions in. I think it makes it feel a little more professional, even though I am far from professional. I mean, so I didn't take any kind of schooling for editing. I'm still learning stuff about editing, and I use the most basic of programs to edit. So it's even actually not supported anymore, and I've had to just find my download every time I've had to reinstall programs onto my computer when my hard drive crashed. I actually just had to grab the file that I had saved in my backup, the download for the program, and I just like using it, and I don't want to change because I have tried a couple of others, and they just don't give me the features that the main feature that I love about this one is the transitions. But I do have another program that was freeware, and I like it, except that it doesn't have the transitions, or I can't figure out how to make them work. That might be the actual problem, because I'm just I am tech savvy to a point, but some things I don't want to spend hours on end trying to figure out. And that's how Jim is with the 3D printer. It's like he has to do it because we have items that are needing to be made on it, and when something happens with it, he needs to figure it out. But it's so frustrating because he watched video after video and tried many different things when a problem goes wrong, and it's like, yeah, you just gotta force yourself to do it sometimes. Yeah. And I'm using these tray towers. They're wonderful. I mean, it takes up so little room, and most of the time when I'm editing, I don't even pull it down. I leave it on top of my file folder stand that I have in the corner, and I just reach up and grab the one that I need next. But I thought I'd bring it down this time because I didn't want to have to keep reaching while I'm filming. So yeah, I've got basically my head down on the table. I'm just relaxing. It's also really hard for me now to stay in here too long because of my knees have gotten really bad, and sitting in this chair, they're down, and of course what gravity does when my legs are down, I need to have them up in my recliner to be pain-free, and I can't do that while I'm in here. And I will get in here and start doing stuff and lose track of time, and before I know it, 6 hours have gone by, or 10, and I feel it when I go to stand up and my legs won't move. So I'm really going to try to get in here and get more videos posted. Black Friday kind of wore me out because I did, let's see, I had five new release sneak peeks that I needed to do, and so I had 3 videos up on Thursday. No, yeah, either it was Thanksgiving or the day before. I got the day, it was Wednesday. I got the videos up, I believe. And then Monday, I did 3 more because they were supposed to be Cyber Monday releases, but because Diamond Art Club was, their Black Friday stuff was selling out so fast, they needed more stuff to have available, and because they were selling out before the general public could, they were available to the general public at 6 a.m. So because all the Diamond and Ruby members were buying out all the new release stuff for the Black Friday sale, so they released all their Cyber Monday stuff on Friday as well, so that the whole world could have a chance to buy some of the new stuff. Alright, so this is, I'm using my micro dots, glue dots in this pen with my forever tip. And I think it needs to be flipped around because it's wearing out. I hardly ever have to refill my pens, or I just pick up another one. I had Jim put a forever tip in my light up pen. I love these. So that's what I'm going to use for now. And then I'm going to go back to using that other one that has the wax in it that I'm trying out. This one has some fresh, yeah, you can hear that. It has fresh microdots in it. So it's almost too sticky. That's what I was saying, how the sticky on this canvas may not, sometimes doesn't stick very well. That's just because my microdots sometimes are stronger sticky than the adhesive. But yeah, the adhesive is actually really sticky. You know, I love using my multi-placers and doing, you know, color blocking, but sometimes I just want to single place. This is what's relaxing about diamond painting to me, is the single placing and seeing those holes get filled in with the colors and hearing that pop when you pull off the drill from the pen and it's coming off from the sticky. I think everybody likes that sound. Well, I haven't met anyone who doesn't like that sound, let's put it that way. Oh, there's a lot of this number. I'm going to have to pour some more into the tray. I mean, this is the only time I ever use these green trays, is when I use these towers. But they now are making the towers so that the bigger trays can fit into it. So I actually, I mean, I still have some of the ones where they're smaller, so I would still need the green trays for that. But I don't like actually using the green trays because they don't shake down as well for multi-placers. They're great for, and fine, work great for single placing, but not so much for multi-placers. They just, I just can't seem to get them to flip over and line up nicely. I'd rather use my bigger trays or the Mosfa trays that, you know, Helium puts in with their diamond paintings. I'm finding more other places are using them as well, but not everybody. I don't order many diamond paintings from China anymore. I mostly just get them from Diamond Dots or from Diamond Art Club. And I'm actually considering destashing a ton of my diamond paintings that aren't from that place, just because I know I still haven't done my stash video, but just realizing that if I ever want to be able to do any of my other crafts in my life that I enjoy, I need to get rid of some of my diamond paintings, because I do have over 1,000. And I know for a fact I'm not going to be able to do them all. You know, some of them are small, really tiny ones, and, you know, that would account for why there's so many. But, you know, I see an image, I like it, I want to get it, or I think that maybe somebody will like it, or I can do it for somebody who would like that image, you know, and I'm thinking of other people a lot of the time when I do buy my diamond paintings. So, you know, I've been doing this for a few years now, and I've had this channel for almost 3. So I've had a lot of the time to collect. And believe me, I'm a collector. So I've had one kitted up for, I'd say, at least a year, that I'm thinking I will do after I get, and I am this time finishing up ones that I started before I start a new one. I have a few in the living room I'm working on that were already started, and I haven't started a new one. I promised I wouldn't. I did finish my Day of the Dead. I didn't get it done for Halloween, but I got it done shortly, in November. And I have this Christmas one that I'd really like to finish before Christmas because I want to put it on my wall and have it as part of the Christmas decorations each year. It would be kind of neat to do. But yeah, I don't know if this is something I would want to keep on the wall all year round. This is kind of cool. This is a USB charged light up pen. And these they die, and I need to recharge it. I guess it's not ready for me to use, so I should probably charge it every time I'm done using it, because I can't use the light right now. Let's see, have you ever used one of these angled placers? This is the first time I've actually tried using one of them, but I thought I would try it because of my wrist. Oh, there it goes. It was just not on all the way. Make it a little easier to diamond paint. And I like to swap out my drill pins as I'm using them. My single placers, sometimes I'll swap around. And of course my multi-placers, I use several different ones. I'll actually swap a 5-placer for a 6-placer if I have a lot of 6s that need to be placed down. Something like that. I love using my 4-placer the most. But I will use all the way up to the 15-placer, but I think 12 is my sweet spot. It just depends on if I'm using a mesh ruler or not. I can use the 12 very easily and quickly if I'm using a mesh ruler, but it tends to, I found that the multi-placers don't always line up with the canvas that you're using. Like, you could place them down, the bigger numbers, you'll notice it on the bigger numbered multi-placers, like the 12 and 15s. You'll notice that you go to put the 12 down and you'll start on the very first square and it'll be perfectly lined, placed down, but by the time you get to the 12th one, it is totally off and it's not covering the square or the spot whatsoever. So I find that when that happens, it's best when I'm using a mesh ruler, because I can, as I'm rolling it down, I can move it over. I'll have to show you sometime, but it's hard to explain. So that it will actually, they'll pop into the spots that they're supposed to be in. So, yeah, I've actually learned to like confetti with having these tray towers, because I don't have to keep pouring them back into the container and pouring them out, because I lose drills that way, and that's how they get spilled. And as long as I have a place to keep my towers that are free from little hands, I learned my lesson on that too. My granddaughter spilled a few of my trays that I had set out in the living room, and well, I just had my daughter clean it up. It's like, it's your kid. You could have her clean it. Yeah, she had no problem with that, but yeah, if you don't have little kids running around, or cats or animals that will jump up on your stuff, these towers are wonderful. But I have a set in here for this, and then I have a set in the living room for my living room project, and I just have to keep a very close eye on it to make sure that nobody touches it. But that's what I like. Some other tools I like to use my light pad. Like this is really hard for me doing it on this. That's why I'm kind of tilted over, because the light it's shining off of the sticky part. As you can see, the light right there from my ring light that I have above the table, and I can't see the symbols, so I have to go from an angle at the side. Normally I would be on my tilt table. That's what I usually do, and I don't know why I'm not doing it this time. I think basically it's mainly so you guys can see what I'm doing. So if I'm on the tilt table, I don't know if you can see it. And but I love using a light pad, even if the symbols are clear. I just like that extra illumination for what I'm doing, and so I miss it while doing this one. And also the Diamond Dot Freestyle that I'm using, I don't have symbols on the canvas, so I don't need a light pad for that because there is no symbols to look at. I'm having to do it off of my pattern. And I'm about 60% of the way finished with that one now. Yeah, I'm using a Pattern Keeper app to keep track of how much I've done and how close I am to finishing. But my video time is coming up to a close. I have about 8 minutes, and the next person in line, I don't think it's changed. It could change, but if you were watching the playlist, it'll automatically go on to the next person anyway. But as far as today, the next person after me is Abigail Marie. Her channel is called Diamond Painting with Abigail Marie 007. So if you're, like I said, if you're using the playlist, it'll automatically go to that video as soon as mine is finished. If not, I don't know. I'll see if I can find the links and do whatever I need to put in the link for the playlist. And I'll have it down below in the description box so that you can easily find it and go on to the next person if you are just actually starting to watch the dpathon. And there is a playlist, so if you missed any of it and want to go back and watch from the beginning, you will be able to do that easily, and it will set it all up for you to just sit back and have like 2.5 days straight of diamond painting premieres to watch. And Pippa has set this up. She's been doing it for I know I did it last year. I don't think they had it last year. I think was the first one, but she has arranged it and done all the scheduling, and she's done a wonderful job doing it and just getting everybody together and filling the time slots and answering questions and helping out people who are new to the Premiere system. And so I wanted to thank you, Pippa, for putting this on for people who may not have anything going on for Christmas and need the company of somebody just to make them feel loved and special during these holidays, especially during this time of pandemic and worldwide just angst. So that's just something that she came up with, and I appreciate it. I want to let you know that. But if you've been here before, you know the drill. If not, I would appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button before you leave. And if you haven't if you're not a subscriber of my channel, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button and then of course the bell afterwards so you get notified when I post a new video. And yeah, that's the drill. It's not a big one, just a little one. I mean, I know I thought I'd have more Christmas memories to share. But you know, there's certain things that make it where I have a hard time with memory and keeping on track. Maybe you noticed that. I've always been that way. I get sidetracked really easily. My kids especially. Like, weren't you supposed to do something like 2 hours ago? I'm like, oh, I forgot. I got sidetracked. Started looking up something pretty on the computer, and then I saw something else, and then I got into this, and then I checked my email, and I forgot I was supposed to make you lunch. You know, something like that. That's how it goes with me. But I hope everybody has a great not Thanksgiving, Christmas, or whatever holiday you celebrate, if you even celebrate the holidays. But we celebrate Christmas here, so have a Merry Christmas. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. So take care. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here so that you guys can make your way over to that next video or the next channel so that you can get settled in, have a potty break, whatever you need to do between videos. So take care, everyone. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be safe and hug the ones you love and give them a big old kiss. Have fun diamond painting, guys. And don't forget to sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Take care, everyone.